No, just from the looks of things, it looks like there's probably fog at the top of the pass. It's kind of interesting when you go into the clouds and you're driving in the clouds. Now right over here would be, I got a better example, but this would be a typical small farm right here. With the red roofs, the barn, living quarters, Okay, now we're coming up. As you can see, there is snow here still. It's going to be hard to imagine that we are actually going up, but we are, ever so slowly. And as you can see, especially on the sides that don't get exposed to the weather, there is still plenty of snow. Not enough for snowmobiling. Now on the side of the road here, you will notice that there are two cars that are mounted that were in an actual wreck. And the cross with the number 2, that means that since the 1st of January, there have been 2 deaths in Iceland due to road accidents that formed as a result of an earthquake. And it's right in the park that we're going to drive up to in this area. And then after, you know, periodic eruptions, it went silent, kind of like everything happens here. And it was a nice big hole, and you looked into it, and at one time, and people said, my God, where's the bottom? You know, you can't see it. So for many, many years in the late 18th century and up until 1940, people were throwing everything they possibly didn't want into this big hole because it disappeared like forever. And they knew they would never, ever get it back. But they were wrong, because in 1943, they had an earthquake here of 6.0, and this little borehole became active again, and one morning about 2 a.m. it returned to its rightful owner everything that had been poured into that hole that hadn't somehow just, you know, disintegrated. And so people got all their belongings back, and some people got other people's belongings. And the story, you know, people go, oh, that's not true. Yes, it is. It did actually happen. I mean, everything, clothes, you know, obviously food had simply disappeared, gone away, but clothes, even some furniture, refrigerators, you know.
Murder weapons.
In those days it was ice, you know, the ice box things, not like an Amana. Oh, looky here, Christmas. Not like that. Ice chests, I guess we'd call them. Okay, over here, this is one of the favorite gathering places of all the people in Cuelgueri. This is the bakery. People already in there. They do an incredible business. But if you look up the side streets here, you will notice greenhouses like everywhere. And it's a very small town. This is a flower store that has all kinds of potted plants and what have you. Bloomboard, basically Flower City. Let's go by... This is the pass, and it goes on forever. The visibility here not so bad. Anybody want to get a picture?
All this steam is coming out of pipes, I guess, as opposed to directly out of the ground.
There's going to be a lot of those you're going to see in days or today. A lot of It comes all the way down from the glacier, actually is a part of the waterfall Gullfoss, and then it keeps on coming and it comes out here. Of course, it's not flowing quite as fast in this direction. Further on up, about 30 kilometers, they have whitewater rafting in the summertime. If you come back and you're interested in some whitewater rafting, the rafting trips are rated between 2.5 and 3. It all depends on the particular snow that fell at the Languilpa Glacier the winter before. My guess is that next year they will be 3 and perhaps a little bit better.
Best place.
Oh, it's really not all that bad.
Wow. How high do the gusts get?
Blow you right off the top of this thing.
See, this is the shot that you might like, except not facing the sun.
Except you would never know when it was happening. Different kind of rock.
We should really stay together here. The only thing I ask is that nobody falls in, because this is one waterfall you won't recover from. It's hard to do unless you're, you know, leaning over the side.
Truly amazing. Goldfish. Wow.
Looking at mountains.
Yeah, it looks like crevice. Yeah.
GIS with some social applications or urban geography applications.
You'd be perfect in Appalachia.
Yeah. So that's how he came up with his list. But he's also thinking about going to New York and trying the size of the company as you're looking at it.
Oh, you're one man gang.
One man gig. We're in the hammock.
Right now I'm selling floors and I'm always on the phone or I'm always in my car driving to people's houses, negotiating contracts. That's what I do. Yeah, my parents keep on saying, this is my education. You should be a teacher.
Are you enjoying it?
It's getting smaller.
Who is it really?
Not that so good.